This video will give you answers to the following questions. What is gaslighting? What are the 5 biggest warning signs of gaslighting? And if you stick to the end, you will discover 4 important steps that will show you what to do if you're being gaslighted. Welcome and keep watching. Some of you might be thinking, what exactly is gaslighting? Gaslighting is a method of emotional abuse or control where one person, the gaslighter, tries to convince the victim that he or she is going crazy. It is a term taken from a 1944 movie called Gaslight, where a man manipulates his wife to the point where she starts to question reality and lose her mind. You might be thinking, well, how is someone going to do that? No way! However, gaslighting is a process which is done slowly, so the victim doesn't suspect anything until it's too late. The person trying to gaslight you or manipulate you will try to convince you that you cannot trust your own thoughts and your own mind. They might tell you that you're too emotional or that your memory of some event is not exactly true, that you're overreacting to things and that basically you cannot trust yourself. The gaslighter will try to isolate you from people close to you and all outside influences in order to convince you that only their version of reality is true. These manipulation tactics are used in both personal and professional relationships, and their main point is to gain control and dominance over someone. Gaslighting is usually done very slowly, which makes it really hard to detect. If you're the victim of gaslighting, you might sometimes notice a small act of manipulation, but because it's being done over a long period of time, you might dismiss it as something random or irrelevant. However, that's where the real danger is, getting used to being in a manipulative relationship. This video will show you 5 warning signs of gaslighting and help you protect yourself from manipulative people in your personal and professional life. Warning sign number 1. Lies. The person trying to gaslight you will tell you lies with a straight face, acting all shocked when you confront them with the truth. These lies will not be small, but big, blatant lies, which will be told to you with such conviction that you might start questioning yourself. For example, the person trying to gaslight you might try to convince you that you've said or done something you actually never have. You might know for a fact that something is not true, but the gaslighter will deny that in such an epic way that you might start questioning whether your memory is playing tricks on you. The point of all this is to make you doubt yourself and set up a situation where you're not exactly sure what's true and what is a lie. You might think to yourself, maybe I'm really not remembering things right, and this questioning and second-guessing yourself might be a sign that you're being gaslighted. Warning sign number 2. Denial. Whenever you confront a person with proof of a lie, they deny it. One of the main signs of gaslighting appears when someone is insisting that they're not lying, even though you have proof that they are. They do this to confuse you and shake your perception of truth, and to get you to doubt the proof that you have. For example, you have told your boyfriend to buy you a pizza on his way from work. He heard you say it, you had a verbal agreement, and he goes off to work. After he comes home and you ask him where your pizza is, he denies that you ever told him to buy a pizza and insists that you are confused. Although you know you said it and you know he heard it, such strong, emphatic denial can shake your belief and make you question your own memory. And the more you question your memory, the more you begin to rely on someone else's version of reality. Warning sign number 3. Isolating you from others. A gaslighter might tell you that your family or friends are talking about you behind your back, and he or she will do all they can to separate you from the people you love and care about. They may even contact members of your family or your friends without your knowledge to tell them that you are having some problems lately. This can lead to people asking you if you're okay, which can make you question if there really is something wrong with you. Sometimes it only takes one person you trust to confirm that you're not losing your mind, and the gaslighter knows this. That is why they often try to discredit your friends and family. They might often say that your friends are not good for you, or that your family cannot be trusted, making you feel like the person trying to gaslight you is the only person you can trust. On the other hand, they may tell other people that you are being irrational, too sensitive, or even paranoid. A person trying to gaslight you knows that you are less likely to question them if they isolate you from the people you trust, leaving you with no support. This way, they remain the only person you trust and rely on, which allows them full control over your life. Number 4. Making you apologize. In a relationship with a gaslighter, you will find yourself saying "I'm sorry" a lot, even if you know you've done nothing wrong. However, you will rarely hear that phrase from the other person. A gaslighter wants to make you believe that you are the one making mistakes all the time by shifting the blame on you. If your partner is never willing to take responsibility for anything they do and it's always you trying to justify your feelings and thoughts, you're probably being gaslit by your partner. Gaslighters have the urge to be right about everything. For them, someone else is always wrong, and that someone is you. In a relationship with a gaslighter, apologizing might become a habit, so remember, if you find yourself constantly apologizing for your thoughts or actions, you might be a victim of gaslighting. And warning sign number 5. Feeling worthless. After a while, you may begin to believe that you're incompetent or not doing enough. The person who might be gaslighting you keeps denying and placing the blame on you every time you try to express your concern. At some point, this will cause you to internalize those ideas to the point where you start believing that everything is your fault. Healthy relationships are a teamwork, where two people deal with problems together and where both partners apologize when they make a mistake. If everything is one-sided and you feel guilt every time you try to express your feelings, this is a sign that you are being gaslit. The abuser wants to gain power and control over you, ultimately making you more dependent on them by making you feel voiceless and worthless. If you notice these warning signs in your relationship with a friend or at your workplace, you must act in order to protect yourself from further abuse and get to a happier point in life. Now, this is not an easy thing to do, but it's certainly possible. And here are 4 important steps which will help you deal with gaslighting. Step 1. Recognize the problem. Identify what is happening between you and the person gaslighting you. Try to observe the situation from someone else's point of view. This will help you examine if the behavior is really gaslighting and will let you see things a little more clearly. Step 2. Write everything down. Keep a secret journal and write down notes of your conversations with the person gaslighting you. This will allow you to track events, dates, time, and details of things that happened. It will also prevent you from thinking that you're imagining or making things up. It might seem challenging, but having documentation of things that happened can help you remember exactly what is true and what is not. Step 3. Reach out to your friends and family. Staying in touch and communicating with people you love and trust will help you feel validated and, more important, serve as proof that it's not all just in your head. They can provide you support that you need while dealing with gaslighting and remind you that the things you're going through are real and valid. Ask your friends and family to be honest with you and give you their opinion of your situation. And step 4. Stay strong. Getting out of an abusive relationship is difficult, but keep reminding yourself what normal, healthy relationships should look like. Do not forget that love, trust, and honesty are the main ingredients of a successful relationship. If you feel that your relationship is lacking these things and you're being manipulated, you need to realize that it's time for you to move forward. Before we wrap up, it's important to know that gaslighting often occurs alongside other types of abuse. Anyone who believes they're being abused should reach out to someone and seek professional support. Taking action will allow you to trust yourself again, gain confidence, and recover. We've come to the end of this video, and I truly hope you liked it and found some value in it. If that's the case, please take a moment to click the like button, subscribe to the channel, and click the notification bell if you want to know when a new video is published. Thank you so much for watching, take care, and see you next time.